wants to sign my name like the free man that I is.
So you want me to call in every marker, hit up my stinking old man, and then go to a fucking bank for money to buy a house?
Well, there's buried treasure in the basement. And it's a foreclosure, so yeah.
This is about your sister.
Fuck you. But yeah, this will crush her.
Read it to me again.
These are the accounts of former slaves, as told to me this year of our Lord, 1865. I forward this copy to my sister, Linda Gwinnett of Savannah, blah, 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 blah. Here it is.
He said if I told him where that loot was, he'd help me and Mom go north with money and traveling papers. So I took him to where I knew it was, down neath the Marshall house. It was being used as a hospital, guarded all the time. On account of them guards, the rich folks must have figured it was the best place for these jewels, 'cause there was 4 or 5 big wood boxes or such like with gold coins and gold bars too. I moved a big load of treasure back down to Captain Dayton's house and buried it down that cellar. On the way up north, David read me in the papers that Captain Dayton was the only one killed in the whole Savannah campaign. Shot by a painted lady, so I'm saying. I say that loot's still down there, but I sure ain't going back to find out.
It's still there, Nikki. It is.
The place is empty, isn't it? Why don't I just go over there with your idiot brother and dig it up?
Because breaking and entering is a felony, and you're still on parole. Nicodemus, don't you want to play house with me?
You're not gonna believe this. Your big sister is buying a house, an old dump in the historic district.
Oh my God. Really? Are you sure? We've been saving for years, and Nadine is buying a house.
I know.
Steven! We need to be looking.
I know.
I need to see Minerva.
She's a con artist, Heidi. I just don't get it.
Mom used to take me with her whenever she would have a reading with Minerva's mom. Nadine hated going. God scared the shit out of her. It was the one thing we had. You know, it's just us.
I've had a visit from your sister.
Oh, I haven't spoken to her in over a year.
What did she want? She wanted to know if she can dwell in her new home without fear. She brought me this. I told her that misery and death permeate the aura of the dwelling guarded by the key. I told her tragic death awaits its new owners.
That's terrible news.
I lied to your sister.
Why?
Because the house was meant to be owned by you. Take my hands, Heidi. I see a black man in the livery of a white man's valet. A former slave. Jupiter. Yes, Father. She is here. Reveal yourself.
I saw him. Jupiter. He spoke to me. He spoke of treasure. I saw Minerva today.
Yeah?
She thinks that we belong in the house Nadine is trying to buy.
Perfect.
Seriously.
Why?
I'm not going to get into it with you because you're just going to laugh at me and then we'll fight. I want to look at it. It's in the right neighborhood. The schools are great. And it's a foreclosure.
It's sick. This thing you've got with Nadine, it's just insane.
Please. Please, please, please.
Okay, I mean, we can look at it.
I want it, Stephen. I want our children to grow up in that house, that neighborhood. There's something else.
What?
Minerva said during the Civil War, treasure was buried under the house by a Yankee soldier and a former slave named Jupiter.
Oh my God. What total bullshit, Heidi. Can't you see that? They have records on all those old places going back to when they were built. I'm gonna prove to you that Minerva's full of shit.
No. You won't.
Excuse me. I'm looking for any information you may have on an ex-slave by the name of Jupiter.
That is so odd. I was just refiling information on this Jupiter. Sylvia, when did Nadine pull this file?
Nadine Cole? She's my sister-in-law. May I see that, please? Can I get whatever you have on the historic district home that I'm buying?
Of course. Your home was very important. It was occupied by General Sherman's aide, Captain Reginald Dayton. Here's a private letter from Captain Dayton to his wife. This document's almost 150 years old.
Dearest Mildred, I am billeted in a fine new home and have been afforded the services of a former slave, a man with a colorful name of Jupiter. Last evening I accompanied the general to a ball held in his honor. The city fathers presented us with lavish gifts, which I will dispatch to you in the coming months. Make no mention of this to anyone.
Jupiter is real, and the treasure is real, and I take back every bad thing I ever said about Minerva. Your sister knows about Jupiter and the treasure.
Stephen, Nadine won't give up. She'll find it.
Actually, no, she won't. In 1953, the house was moved from Warren Square to where it is now.
Wait, so then the treasure is still...
The treasure is still buried in Warren Square.
Everything you saw. All true.
One great mystery remains.
The treasure was buried under our house, but the house was moved. We think the treasure is still in the home's original location.
Steven? Steven, something is definitely over here.
I say the treasure's still there. But I sure ain't going back to find out. Mister, you quit your writings for a while? Joe, That's my slave name. I is Jupiter, Gullah priest. When I pass and rest for long years in the arms of Jesus, I means to come back.
Jupiter's story was told in Minerva's family generation after generation. She did all the research. She knew all about it. Except the location which I gave her last week.
I means to speak with my chillins chillin'. Lead 'em to the treasure, a gift.
She'll be plying her trade out of some nice two-bedroom in New York, buying nice homes for all of her people down here. Think about it. All paid for by Jupiter's slave masters 150 years ago.
I means to speak with my chillins chillin'. Lead 'em to the treasure, a gift.
Your legacy.
What's that?
Your gift. Their inheritance.
Heh. I like that. Jupiter's legacy. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'll be